Welcome to Deep Space Nine. The Chief told me to expect you. The Zenkethi officer is in the far room at the back. A Starfleet captain is speaking to her.
Good to see you again. Tensions are running pretty high where the Zenkethi are concerned, but Captain Parr has gone through a lot to help the Alliance. She deserves a fair shake.
We keep meeting under less than ideal conditions. The Chief of Security thought it was a prudent measure. Technically, I am under protective custody until the Alliance decides what to do with me. I cannot fault this decision. Our military has much to answer for, myself included. There are many who might see a Zenkethi face and decide to seek vengeance. Thank you. Far too many lives have been lost in this crusade, so I'm glad the tactical data I provided helped to save some. No longer. I renounced the title of captain after committing mutiny. Part of the price I paid to save those lives today. Let's move on. I have more information for the Alliance. I presume you are here to collect it. Are you ready to hear my story? It began on my first mission as captain. I remember it clearly. Captain's log, mission cycle 132. We have arrived at System 91, local designation EOC. Admiral Zen Tarak prepares to conduct Dransuli cleansing operations. Our tactical reports indicate minimal threat from the locals. This should be another egg run.
Captain Parr, we are receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak.
Let's not keep the Admiral waiting, Ensign. Put him on screen.
The planet Eog. Scans show it to be filthy with the eggs of the hatred Dransuli. Their defenses are generally inferior, but their fleet could be dangerous in large numbers. While our ground squad prepares the weapon, we will ensure that no ship leaves this system. If one ship with one egg escapes, the contagion spreads. That is not acceptable. I know this is your first mission as Captain Neth. Don't let your excitement distract you from the task at hand. Stay alert!
Of course, Admiral. We're prepared to enforce containment protocol as ordered, sir.
See to it that you do, Captain. Ioki fleet on intercept course. Eliminate them.
the freighter Starstruck. We're not warriors. Spare us, please.
They've had no cause. In order to protocol.
Please stop. We're civilians. There's children here.
We have that. It's all yours if things go. I want you to go on the watch. Reasonable.
We're a first little ship. We're not a threat. Scanners. We have no weapons. Just sick and injured people.
Captain, the ground team has been to safety. The proto-matter bomb is ready. Since this is your first mission, I'm granting you the honor of detonating the weapon. Get into position when you're ready.
Yes, as you wish, Admiral. Par out.
Command is a difficult path to walk at times, Captain, yet you performed your duties well. It will reflect in my next report to the Autarch. I have seen great promise in you today. Faith.
Thank you, sir. That mission took a toll upon me and my crew. To eradicate the Transuli was one thing. The eradication of innocent Ioki was another. Despite my personal feelings, I remained a loyal officer. Things would change under Cronus 3. I led the protomatter bomb squad myself.
Draconis 3 is a...
Our firepower should discourage them, Admiral.
We're good to go here. The weapon's in the green. Proto-matter...
All right, let's move out. Keep an eye out for the locals.
$50 credits as Tashan drops the bomb. Again. Huh. I'll take that bet. I'm standing right here, you know. down the road to that primitive structure. Large concentration of Transuli eggs ahead. Does it matter where we put it? The whole planet gets scoured. Ask the Admiral. I'm sure he'd just love to tell you. You know, after giving you a year of latrine duty. Both of you, shut it. We have a job to do here. Yes, sir. Sorry, Lieutenant. Just stay disciplined. Remember what happened on Natara. Look at this picture. There's a Vulcan in it. Mammals all look the same to me. You know, they probably say the same about us, right? I don't look anything like you. I'm actually good looking. Captain, Transuli signatures are most concentrated here. This looks like a prime detonation site, Captain. We'll get the weapon placed and ready to go.
That'll be me. Get the weapon ready. I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
Is that the door closing? Hey! We're still in here! Captain! Bomb placement complete. Priming for detonation. Now. Squad reporting. Need to stabilize the proto-matrix here. The bomb's ready, but we're stuck in here. Transporters can't lock on.
In moments, sir, but my men are still trapped in the structure. Transporters can't lock onto their signals.
Unfortunate, but we don't have time to extract them. We've received a priority assignment from the Autarch himself. We must depart at once. Prepare for transport.
Sir, give us a little more time. Beam an engineering team down. We can break into the structure with explosives.
You have your orders, Captain. Your men are acceptable losses, as are you. Would you like to join them?
No, sir. I left those men to die. And for what? So the Admiral could reach his next genocide on time. It was madness.
So there were no evacuation plans? No rescue efforts?
None. The Autarch's orders were quite clear on those matters. And the Admiral was all too willing to execute those orders. When we reached the Atosi system, it had become clear. Our crusade was not a just one.
Atosi Prime. Long-distance scans suggested the presence of Transuli infestation, but we'll need to be certain. Standard operating procedure, Captain. Begin by conducting a scan of the planet.
Yes, sir.
This is Counselor Halatunum. I speak for the Atosi people. We know of you, Zenkethi, and your purpose here. If you scan our planet, you'll discover that it is free of the bioform objects you scour the moon as you will. It is devoid of life. Atosi Prime, however, is not. Over 4 billion souls dwell here.
Captain, confirm the Counselor's story. No signs of infestation, Captain. Shall we scan the moon next?
Yes. Helm, set a course for the Atosi moon.
Captain, I'm reading a large concentration of Transuli eggs on the Atosi moon.
Very well. Prepare the torpedo launcher.
As you can see, we have been truthful.
Captain, return to the planet and conduct a deep scan. I want to be absolutely certain there is no remaining infestation.
As you wish.
Report, Captain. I'm picking up low-level signs of infestation across the planet. Are you as well?
Negative, Admiral. I believe the Atosi were being truthful here. There's no sign of Transuli infestation on our sensors.
It could be residual traces left behind when they move the eggs. Or it could be shielded pockets of infestation. Another crude attempt to deceive us. We must be certain, Captain. Prepare to scour Atosi Prime.
Sir, with all due respect, Atosi Prime is not a threat to us.
There is every need, Captain.
Admiral, no. Don't do this, sir.
No, we're not a threat. We're not...
I could stomach no more after that. I could no longer walk upon the path of madness. My crew felt the same. Together, we began to walk a new path.
It is done. In light of your service...
Yes, you do, sir. Helm, get us out of here.
Admiral Zen Tarak has a lot to answer for. We can only hope the Zenkethi Crusade has come to an end at last and that nothing like this ever happens again.
That path, that choice, led me to where we are now. Walking it ultimately gave me the strength to stand against the Admiral and defect to the Alliance. I think we can both agree that journey has reached its end. From this point forward, I begin to walk along the path of atonement. Thank you. I hope your superiors have the same opinion as well. As long as the Autarch lives, he will continue to pursue his... I shall abide by their decision until our paths merge once more.
It sounds like Captain Parr has had some harrowing experiences out there. It's clear that the Autarch is dedicated to wiping out every last threat to the Zenkethi.
Congratulations, Admiral.
The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with the Dominion to discuss the return of the Herc, and what can be done to prevent their aggression from devastating all 4 galactic quadrants. Despite recent events, we've agreed to host the summit at Deep Space Nine. None of the galactic powers are comfortable hosting a Dominion fleet deep within their territory. Meet with me at DS9 prior to the beginning of the summit. I'd like to discuss our options.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help, badly.
Come on. The High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire, worthy of a warrior such as yourself. Would you like to review them?
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience.
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned... Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
I'll be blunt. The Herc have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Herc. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Herc destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Herc as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Herc for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Herc are a threat no one can ignore.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Herc launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Hello. How can I help you today?
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Herc were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Herc, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion. There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe something else on your mind?
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lukari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well... Did you have another...
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble, though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Herc problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Herc. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed. Will there be anything else?
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink? Holosuite? Dabo? Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can. My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Herc, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead. If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole than saying goodbye to the Herc and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed. Can I get you something?
Ah, Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Herc. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more. The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more are on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Herc dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor. Something on your mind?
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here. My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point. Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever. Was there something else?
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
It must be a surprise seeing Karemin. We were the...
We're lucky to be alive, friend. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after...
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon. Interesting. The Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable, but I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about... Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse. That was...
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Herc. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. You're right, of course.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision.
Greetings. I am waiting.
Jempak is more of a know this. There are still Klingons whom...
If I can have everyone's attention... Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Herc can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc. Reading Herc boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
I need you to get to that damaged pylon.
Bad news. The hangar security shield... Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Herc have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section. Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online. All right, the safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. I need you to defend that section from the Herc until the system comes online again. If they...
The Herc are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist
Starfleet
them,
vessels,
but I'm
this is
concerned our
Quinn.
forces are spread
Protect
too
civilian
thin.
targets.
the course for Pegasus. May the prophets guide you.
Nice work, but I'm afraid there's bad news. We're picking up Herc vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
Honor your ancestors! Fight now and destroy the Herc! Concentrate fire on their capital ships.
Chief, I need those systems online!
Let the frigate swarms get behind you.
Just a few more seconds. Online! Target the Herc and open fire!
That was the last of them. We're not picking up any Herc ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least. I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is ready to do the same. In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Herc on our side of the wormhole. Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision. This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
The Herc threat is real, and we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. There will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid to the Dominion if we're to have any chance of stopping the Herc onslaught. In the meantime, Kai Kira of Bajor has requested a mission to the Innis system, and Ambassador Odo has authorized it.
I need your help with a very sensitive mission. A former Kai, Opaka, was trapped on a prison moon in the Gamma Quadrant in 2369. Alien nanotech in her system prevents her from leaving the moon, but it also sustains her life indefinitely while on the surface. It seems the wardens of the prison were planning on curing and granting amnesty to the prisoners until their planet was decimated by the Herc. Somehow, the Dominion managed to obtain the cure, and they've provided it to us as a peace offering. The moon hasn't been hit by the Herc, but it's only a matter of time. We need to cure Opaka and the others and get them out of there before that happens. Something else on your mind?
Greetings. How can I assist you today?